What's up, good golfers? Today we're going to be talking about etiquette, and we're going to start with driving etiquette as well from the tee box, and we'll move down through what we have through the fairway. So with driving etiquette, the most important thing is, well, first of all, you don't want to be an idiot, rude, so that's one. But how not to be these things is what we're going to be talking about. So first thing, when your buddy or your team is set up to the ball, or the other team, you want to do this even if you're going against the other players. It's very important to do with anyone who's playing golf. You're set up to the ball, your buddy is set up to the ball. Number one thing, don't be in their hitting range, which means do not, if they do this with their arms and their driver, you should not be in front of that, or you should be at least a yard behind them. Because even though they are a good golfer, or they're a decent golfer and they hit their strikes pretty well, they could easily tip that ball right there, just shoot off towards you if you're standing right there. Right? Trust me, that has happened to a friend of mine, and well, he's fine. He was fine, but it was a funny story. In the comments, you want to hear that story? So basically, what we got from that is be a yard behind the person that is teeing up, alright? And don't stand too close, alright? So they have like this backswing, right? They have the backswing. Don't stand, don't be an idiot with your standing. Like, don't stand right here. Don't stand like right there. Don't stand in like a 5-yard, maybe like, don't stand in like a 3-yard radius of them, alright? So 3 yards, right? Because coming back and then swinging. You don't want to be hit by this. It's never happened to me. It's never happened to a friend. But I can tell you it hurts because I have hit myself with a driver. It was weird. I'm not going to explain it. So driving etiquette, very important. But you have to remember that driving is for show and putting's for dough. Remember that, guys. So even though, like, yeah, you may be good at driving, and like, okay, I'm not good at driving, why do I have to follow the etiquette? Because it's nice. If you don't, you're not gonna get like thrown off the range or thrown off the course or anything. Hopefully, unless you do something. I don't know what you did to do that. But what you want to do is that you just want to follow these simple rules. These are the simple rules of these things, all right? I'm giving you the basics of the etiquette for driving, all right? And you just want to follow these rules, and you'll be better than some of the golfers that I've seen out here. Now, when swinging a club as well, you don't want to be over dramatic with it and everything. So basically what that looks like, when you hit a bad shot, hit a bad shot, it's a bad shot. Don't swing your club back like that. Like, you hit a bad shot, it's a bad shot. Don't swing your club around in anger, okay? Because you could hit a friend coming up to tee off. Like, even though they should wait until you have fully left your area of the tee box, but still, you could, boom, hit them right there, right? You don't want to do that, trust me. It's never happened, but trust me, it's not fun, because you could end up in the hospital, or your friend could end up in the hospital with a broken jaw. So, and also when swinging a golf club, say you do make a bad shot, it's not like some people they hit their club on the floor and then walk away. That's better than swinging your club and destroying your friend's face. Trust me. So just like slightly tap your club on the floor, just, dang it, that was a bad drive, went right off to the right. That's better than, boom. You don't want to do that. And driving etiquette. This is etiquette. This is the simple stuff. We'll get to the more complicated stuff later in the channel, maybe. I don't know if you guys want that, but so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit the shot, follow all driving etiquette. Then we'll move on to iron etiquette, because this is a long dogleg par 4. So we will be hitting driver, iron, probably wedge and putter. We'll do all those 4 things, and then the hybrid play is basically the same. It's a mix between the driver and the iron play. I'll explain that later. So tip this and see how it goes. Okay, so hopefully you can hear my voice over the helicopter and the geese, but that was a really nice straight drive. Went perfectly. I'll make a video on how to swing a driver later, maybe just later in the future or just later period. But so we will do a how to hit a driver, and basically good drive overall and a good start to this video. Alright, so our drive went about 270 yards. That's pretty good for me. I hit mine on an average about 250. So not 250 like carry, and then about 260 after roll. This one about 270. I assume it carried like 260. But so it was a really good shot for me. Moving on to iron etiquette. So with iron etiquette, it's pretty similar, You don't want to be, of course everyone's going to be spread across the fairway, so we'll talk about that as well. But number one thing is, once again, do not be in range of your hitter to accidentally knock them in the face, and don't over-exaggerate your swing, especially if you're playing a scramble and they take your drive. But once again, so let's say you're the opponent and your drive farther than what's on your right. Basically, what you're gonna do is try and stay behind them still. You try to stay behind them, but you can move up to your ball if it is kind of like outside, kind of hittable range, like a normal person's hitting range. So let's say you're in the middle of the fairway, like me. Let's say you're 20 yards off the rough. That's fine. You can go to your ball. Say you're 5 yards off the rough from the middle of the fairway. That you may want to still stay behind that, because you still want to stay behind the person. He could toe that thing or open that face and boom, hit you. He could hit you, and you do not want to be hit with a golf ball. They hurt. So iron etiquette pretty similar to driver, except basically, yeah, it's just driving etiquette. And I forgot to mention this on driving etiquette. If you're on a drivable par 4, you wait for the people onto the green to get off the green. Even though you know you won't make the green, you still wait for the people off the green, because it is possible that you might make the green, which therefore you do not want to hit the people in front of you. Same thing with iron. If there's somebody on the green, I'm going to wait for them to get off the green before I take my next shot. Alright, so let's hit this, see how it goes. About 140-ish, about 140 from the pin. I have 9 iron in my hand. I wish I could hit by pitching wedge 140, but I can't. Yeah, flag is on the back of the green as well, so let's see how this goes. Oh no, that one left. That got mud all over me. Alright, I don't know if you guys heard or saw that, but it did go left. We are near the bunker. I don't think it went in it's starting to rain. Crap. Okay, we'll have to work quicker. Sorry. So it did go left of the bunker. I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoa, wind. But I did catch it a little thick. But you should have a nice chip up. So this is good. Alright guys, we're going to move on to chipping etiquette. So from this we did miss the bunker. It's literally like 4 yards away. 4 or 5 yards away, maybe. they may want to move over because, you know, you blade it, boom, they're being hit. It's actually Alright, so if they have a chance of being hit, you wait for them to move, or you tell them to move, and then you go ahead and hit. Right? Simple as that. There's not a lot to chipping as etiquette, but once again, you know, people on the green, first of all, they shouldn't be on the green because they're putting. If they're putting, if your friends or the other team's putting while you're chipping, they're wrong. You should have chipped before they started putting. When you're playing quick golf and they were ready to putt, start chipping, that's okay. There's not a lot to chipping etiquette. So to the chipping goes. My bag. Hold on. Okay, you know what? There you go. That's good. Okay, that was a really bad chip. All right, we're gonna have to make this quick, so I'm just gonna keep filming here because wind's picking up. And we'll move on to putting etiquette. Putting etiquette. Number one thing is don't get in the person's line. That is, so putting etiquette. Number one, don't go into the person's line. That is bad. So, oh shoot, hold on. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see that. My ball is in a really somewhat good spot. So if someone were to walk across that, so whatever that, I don't, hold on. Okay. Make this quick. Okay, so basically what we have here is my ball is where? Where's my ball? Okay, so my ball is right here. We're standing on my ball, and there's this line going from my ball to the hole. That is your line. So basically what your line is that's what you're looking at to read the green, do everything, hit your putt. That's your way to the hole. But if someone walking across that line, they're walking in your line. If you're doing that while you're reading the green, call them out. Say, don't do that. But if you're not reading the green, they walk across, that is somewhat fine, but they should not do it. You always want to walk around the person that is putting. So if, let's say my ball is right here, and I'm coming in from this area right here. I'm coming in over here, right? Walking in, say my ball's right there. I'm walking in, I'm walking around this ball, not stepping in their line to get to my ball over here, all right? That's very important with putting. So, Jesus wind. All right, now we're gonna hit this putt. I'm gonna try and hit it one-handed. We're gonna see how it goes, all right? So, putter, here it goes. There's that. Oof, long. Putting with one hand is pretty hard. Alright, nice tap in. Bogey, I think. Double now. Alright. So, etiquette overall is very important on a golf course. If you do not follow etiquette rules, hopefully you're going to get called out for it. But just try your best to follow etiquette rules. It's really... Where's my putting cover? Oh, there it is. It's really not that hard. All you have to do is just follow whatever is done in this video, or most of whatever is done in this video is told of you in this video. And you should play with really nice etiquette. And hopefully your peers, your opponents, and your teammates will appreciate that with you following these etiquettes, and hopefully they're following the etiquette as well. If they're not following the etiquette, sorry about that, I don't know why my phone cut out or something, but once again, if your friends or peers or opponents are not following the etiquette, call them out, alright? Say, hey, they don't know the etiquette, tell them that rule of the etiquette. You don't have to go through the entire explicit line of etiquette stuff for it. You just have to tell them that etiquette rule, or tell them a little bit extra of the etiquette that they probably don't know. So once again, opponents, peers don't know the etiquette, call them out. Tell them the etiquette, and tell them how to play the proper golf with the etiquette that they're not using, okay? So